just for because remember, joint enterprise, it's like what do they call it? Is it second liability or whatever? So it's kind of a thing where if you're with someone and obviously they do something, then you're complicit in in their actions. Do you understand what I mean? So so
Yeah. So what did it? Didn't they bring that out? Like, was it 2000s? They brought that out, like mid 2000s or something. They kind of set it.
no, I think it's an old charge, but I think where it is, it affects a lot of. I think I think it was brought out in the 80s, but like obviously they started to put into use with like, for example, gang members and whatever. Like it's been used a lot in like the 2000s. Do you know what I mean? To guarantee convictions, I would say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like what you say. Like I remember there was all of a sudden there's a spike, like in maybe mid 2000s. You know, that all of a sudden they just started to hit people up with it. Where
Yeah,
even if you just went like somewhere with like, say, there's a lot of cases that was happening where, let's say, 4 man went to a dance or 4 man's rolling and 1 man done something,
yeah,
they would just type everyone in
yeah,
on that case. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And, and I think what they're trying to say, I think why it was getting difficult, because you had to prove that you didn't know that guy had something on him or what he was up to, or that you wasn't in that lifestyle.
Yeah,
So even if, say, there's 4 man rolling and say there's 3 of them like hustle whatever, but one of them man was on the next thing, like you know, kind of real gang activity, you need to prove that you're not on. If they can tie you into that kind of activity or
yeah,
that kind of criminal lifestyle, it's going to be hard to get off that case unless you
definitely.
snitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's exactly what it is. Because that's what I was gonna say. Like it does. I feel like it does not encourage, but it creates a lot of informing. Do you understand me?
Of course,
It pushes
of
people to
course.
turn into to start snitching and turn informers and that. But I think that's what it is, because it's like you have to. If you're with someone and they do something, it's like you have to prove you wasn't aware what they was gonna do, or even you don't even need to be aware what they was gonna do. It's like you have to prove you didn't know they had an unlawful weapon on them. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
You get what I
exactly.
mean?
Or that's what it is. You got to prove you didn't have a clue that they had an unlawful weapon on them. You
Yeah,
have to prove that you didn't know that there's a possibility that you could get into any alterations. You
yeah.
know, and you have to prove that you was a legal, law-abiding citizen. If there's anything that come up murky or thing, they're gonna try to tie you in. Do
Well,
you know what
that's
I'm
where.
saying?
Yeah. That's what it is, bro. Because that's and that's why to me, a lot of them charges they just guarantee convictions, bro. Because
Yeah,
it's like it'd be hard for you to prove. Well, because at the same time, they've got to prove that you knew, that you was aware of that person having something on them, but also aware that what their intentions were. But sometimes, see, this is the thing as well, because sometimes they don't leave out with intentions to do something, but because they roll a certain way and something happens, or they see
yeah,
someone, they got it on them. So in a way that it's kind of, I don't know, because see, that's why you got to be careful, because if you've got something on you, but you're not going, you're not you're not leaving your house to commit a crime, but you know,
mm.
if you see someone that you're going to do something to them, do you know what I mean? It's a
But
bit
you see what it is? You see what the
tricky.
police know? Yeah, they know that obviously you might not set out with that attention to do a crime, but if you're a gang member and especially how London is now, and you've got beef with all these different sets, you know, as a likely you might end up doing something, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know? And also, even if one guy decides to go and do something, if all of them guys are a part of a gang,
yeah,
then you're even more harder to bust. And if the police know, you know, if I'd arrested you previously and got you down as that gang member, it's gonna be harder to get off the case, isn't it?
well, that's what it is. That's
You know?
that's why I think them kind of charges, when you're an active gang member, then it's more likely for you to stick, because you know you're in a gang, you know you've got opposition, and you know what would
Mm,
happen if you see them. So if you're
mm,
if you're in the presence of people with unlawful weapons on them, you know what's possibly going to happen. Do you understand what I
mm.
mean?
Yeah, definitely. you know. And I suppose if they see you get with the case, they're just gonna think you snitched. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
You know?
I think it does. It does because as well. Remember, not only that. So with that charge as well, you're probably gonna get. I don't know how it works properly, but I'm pretty sure of that charge. If it's joint enterprise, then you're gonna get a similar sentence to the person who done it, because you understand
Yeah,
what I mean. So
yeah,
you know how
definitely.
it's. A lot of people don't want to do their time anyway, but they definitely don't want to do time for someone else's actions. Do you understand
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's gonna test your loyalty, and it's gonna test how low you are to actually do that bird for
Yeah,
someone who, because he done something. And also, you know, some man can be over loyal, if
yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Of course.
You know, but because you did, I remember at one stage there was a lot of groups of guys getting locked up on life sentences
Yeah.
for one man's action on that same conspiracy charge, innit? Did you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because all them kind of charges, bro, they are. That's why the man them need to understand the game's rigged, and that lifestyle is it's a lose situation. Because even like knowingly concern and all them kind of charges, it's not like one time when it's black and white. You get someone gets caught, whether they're in your pension, if they're the one that's selling drugs or whatever, they're getting convicted. But now when they bring in charges like knowingly concern, you just have to be aware of what's going on. So that's how even after
100%,
people are getting convicted for just being aware of what someone
100%.
else is doing or what someone's
Yeah,
intentions are, then you're
yeah,
going down with them. Do you
yeah. All
understand?
that, you know, the man that take that free ride rolling with a shot R and just hovering around them.
Yeah,
Guys make 2 phone calls, do that. Nah, that's no only concern, B. Ain't one man. They're trying to. You see the way the feds are now. They would just try and get rid of as much people as they can on one case in it.
yeah.
That's what it boils down to, innit?
That's what
Do
it
you
boils.
know?
You know what it boils down to, bruv? What I look at it, yeah, it's like they're basically saying if you know of a crime and you ain't snitching, then
Yeah.
you're complicit, you're complying. Do you understand what I mean?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
so you can't know if you're aware that someone's doing something, even if you're not benefiting it from it or you're not actively involved, you're knowingly because you know what they're doing, you know what they're up to, you know if you're sitting in the passenger seat and then you know what they're going to do, you're involved in that enterprise.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. There's none of that rolling the car, boy. Do what you're doing, bro. And nah. If you know, they expect you just to get out of that car and
Bro,
go about your business.
there's no more see no evil, hear no evil.
Yeah.
You better
None of
be
that.
talking. If you're not talking,
Yes.
if you're not letting us know a crime's being committed, then you're complicit and you're sitting
100%.
alongside that person. Do you understand what I
Hundred
mean?
percent, 100%, 100%. You know,
Mm,
it's messy, it's messy. You
yeah,
know,
trust me, bro. That's
yeah,
why
you know,
that lifestyle. That's why man for know what they're doing, because it's more and more they're doing things to make it easy to get convictions, bro.
yeah,
Do you understand what I mean? It's so much easier for them to get conviction in all types of charges, bro. Do you understand what I mean? Like, so,
no, definitely. Like you said, even that Nolly concern and all that. Before, like you had to get caught with drugs or this, that. Now, bro, a phone, and even if you got too much messages to one man or a phone call to that, even if if they can tie you in more than 3 ways, like a message, a phone call, then even numbers stored to your phone, they will tie you in, B.
bro, like you said,
You know
even
what I'm saying?
they connect, even like if it's a phone that's not registered, like I connecting it with your phone, it's in the same areas at the same. Do you know how you know
Yeah,
what it is,
yeah,
bro? You
yeah,
understand what I mean? So,
definitely,
man,
definitely. They'll do whatever it takes, like find old SIM cards that can tie you to this. That, bro, the feds, they just do anything for a
like
conviction. You know?
you gotta do too much to be a successful criminal nowadays, bro. Like you
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah,
sharper than a knife, bro. Like you gotta be on, you gotta be switched on, bro. You know what I mean? So.
yeah. You got to be digital, man, differently, innit? You
Yeah.
know?
And the thing is, well, with these charges, well, it's like they're giving you a lot of time. It's not like so they're connected thing. You're getting like a little. You're getting. They're giving you a hefty sentence, bro. So it's just
Yeah, 100%,
yeah,
100%. Come on. You know, we see man getting tied up on conspiracy charges. They're no part of getting 6, 7 years from was teenagers.
this
You
is
know?
what I'm saying, bro.
They give a man, they'll give man 5 years for only concern for a text message or something, or buying a pay up top up card.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Come
they're
on.
not paying, and like even that conspiracy on them gang charges, bro. Come on, look how much man is doing 30 years, 35 years as part of a crew of man that went to a dance and one man done something. There's a lot of man because they went to that dance or rave with them and was with them, and maybe also leaving with them also. If you
Yeah,
leave with them and
yeah,
get in that same car, you're effed. Do
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
exactly, bro. That's why
You know?
you got really mindful who you're around, because you know as well. Even I tell you the truth, you know when I knew, yeah, it was getting long, bro. And in a way, it happened, and I just said, yeah, man, I have to know themselves out here. When they started giving man Operation Trident was the first thing, bro. That man that should have let man know, raw. It's getting they're onto them, like they're trying to get the man them out of it. And not saying that black on black crime is not a problem, because it is, bro. Yeah,
Definitely a problem.
but when they started giving man 30 years and 35 years minimum, yeah, tariffs, bro. That's when the man them knew, should have known. Yes, it's long.
It's a wrap. It's
But
too
that's
long.
when
It's too
I
long.
knew, rah, that's a myth, bro. Like I'm not even
That's too
on
long.
that.
There's no coming back. You know, man could come back from 5 years, 10 years, even 15 years. But when you're getting 35s and you're 20 or 30, it's a wrap. It's long, innit? 35 years in the system is long, bro.
And
Do
that's
you know what I'm
why,
saying?
you know what, as well, bro? I'll tell you the truth. You see, one thing I'd always advise people, yeah, who live that lifestyle, know your threshold with time. Know your
Yeah,
threshold, how much time you can serve. Forget the snitching thing.
100%.
Don't be looking to, because a lot of my, like, don't be committing crimes if you're not ready to do the time. Do you understand
Yeah,
what I
if
mean?
you're just gonna start snitching and giving up, man, that's
Yeah,
long.
and don't be doing it thinking you're gonna avoid prison, or you're gonna do whatever you gotta do. Start like, you gotta be realistic. Like, what's one thing with us? We was realistic. We knew it was part of the game. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm,
Like, not saying
mm.
man wanted to get caught. Man was trying not to get caught, but we
But
knew.
when we got caught, we knew, okay, like if you know when they got on top, go, okay, I might be going away for a couple of years. You know, we kind of accepted that and dealt with it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but what I'm saying as well is that we knew, okay, this is what we're willing to do, and we kind of knew, that's the kind of time you get. You understand what I mean?
Mm,
So
mm.
I knew 30 years was out of my threshold, B. Do you understand what
Yeah,
I mean? Not saying,
yeah,
obviously, if you're in
yeah.
a position where you got to defend yourself, you got to whatever, like, you got to do, that's
If you're back to
understandable.
the corner, yeah. If you're
But
back to the corner,
but
innit?
actively on stupidness, putting yourself at risk to get 30 years is a madness. But
So, so now when you look at it now, yeah, because I can remember, like you said, when a lot of people was getting caught up on that joint enterprise thing, yeah, in the mid 2000s, and it took a lot of people off road, yeah, and
mm,
even like from then up to now, and you hear about the dispersal system, the ACATs, because people don't understand. Once you get in that system, it's non-stop, you know.
cool.
There's man that's been in there for 30 years and they still have to come out of their cell on madness, on
Mm,
beef, non-stop. No, you can't rest. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying to
yeah,
you?
yeah, cool.
Whether it was screws or inmates, you got all this, like this race, like boom, 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 back and forth, Muslims, EDL, you got Reba dispersal thing. It don't stop. You have to be fully on it all the time.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Um, looking how there was a lot of people that got taken away on that joint enterprise then, and how much people, because when they talk about all the dispersals are full of Muslims, full of black boys now, it's because of them, these charges. You understand what I'm saying to you?
exactly, bro.
So is it a case of that the man then was doing wrong, so they deserve it, or do you think it was there's more to it, bro? Because they took a lot of people off the road, bro.
Bro,
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think, bro, what they've done to our culture is definitely all connected, bro. Like,
Mm.
they've embedded. We spoke about it before. They've embedded this lifestyle, glamorize. It's been glamorized in our culture. We've been exposed to it. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, the music, everything's, it's all relevant, bro. And then they introduce these times to just throw like, so that, like, if you think about it, they throw man under the jail, bro. Like, and
Yeah,
it's two lives for
under the
one.
jail, differently, bro.
If you think it's two for one, bro, so they're not only they get man's taking each other out and a man's getting
Exactly.
35
Yeah,
years in
it's
jail,
2 for
bro.
1. Now it's 4
Minimum.
for 1. You understand what I'm saying to you?
And
You
they're
know,
getting 5 for 1 certain times, bro. You
exactly.
understand what I
You
mean?
know, and if you look at how society is moving now and how obviously, even though people might not see it, it's weakened the culture. It's weakened our race, isn't it?
It's
You know what I'm saying? In general,
it's still happening, bro. It's definitely.
you know, and it's almost like as a part of agenda because look how they're moving now and with how politics is moving the far right. It's like okay, we're kind of more for the picking than we would have been if Manda was moving proper.
Course,
Do you
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
we're vulnerable, bro.
and also when you look at
Well, I
it
don't
now,
want to say we're vulnerable, but because we're as men, we're not vulnerable. But yeah,
but
they're doing it to kind of hold us down, and it's another
yeah,
thing to hold the
and
culture down.
even economically and stability, because we might, if Manda was moving right, would have been a strong force, like legally, like businesses and all that, we would have been so much more powerful. But then also you got to look at, this reports come out
Mm,
about the Met, about
yeah,
they done an investigation
yeah,
and it's been fought like you would fit. And you remember that the Met is supposed to be the most honorable people in society.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah.
And there's been 40 years of systematic racism. Obviously, like people in their daily interaction, they know this, but the report has even been on the news for the last couple of days. Like in this day and age, that is so systematically racist.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it just makes you wonder how this thing has been put together and how it's affected us. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
how they
well,
target us.
well, that's what.
You know?
Like, look, if you even look at places like America, bro, they give the man them numbers, hefty sentences for things that are just they people get locked up for life for not taking a life, bro, for different things. So they
Yeah, they got
definitely
that free shot thing in America.
it's
America's ruthless.
ruthless, bro. So it's definitely set up. The system's and this obviously this country is similar. So the system's definitely set up in a way to get us out of it. Do you understand what I mean? But
Mm,
that's why we
mm,
have to wake up and not put ourselves in a position where they can take that. That's why we always say, especially like the youth them in their prime, don't let them make you a statistic. You understand what I mean?
mm,
Don't let them
mm,
just bury you under the jail, bro. You understand what I mean? Command's getting
mm,
they set up now where they're giving man serious time, bro. And even with this
mm.
knife crime thing, you watch, bro, they're gonna start upping up the numbers soon still. They're gonna
100%,
start. They're gonna
100%.
start upping the numbers for just getting, not even just because obviously it's a problem, but just you don't even need to getting caught with a knife. They're gonna start giving these youths numbers, bro. Hefty
Especially
sentences.
with what happened the other day, because now it's not just black on black. Look at that incident on the train that's crossed over.
Yeah,
So they're gonna be giving numbers now.
yeah,
You
cool.
know?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah, it's messy still.
Messy.
It's
Well,
messy,
you know,
man.
I feel like this is stuff. This is a conversation we need to do a part 2 of this, bro. Because I don't feel obviously time is not on our side at the moment.
Yeah. No, definitely, 100%.
But yeah,
Yeah, we pick up
definitely
again, innit?
we need to revisit this still, car. There's so much to kind of
100%.
delve into in it.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. 100%.
All right, brother. I'll let you crack on, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Yeah.
I know, my brother.